MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. New York find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Justin Steele gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Stepping in, Jose Rincon, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Armstrong is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Bruno Montanez.
Next up for New York, Bruno Montanez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way.
Outside, that's ball.
Clear skies in the forecast this afternoon, 62 degrees here at first pitch.
Ball
2-0 now.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
They get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 1. Lenny Pruitt will be next. The 3-1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Coming to the plate now, Lenny Pruitt. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set and the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. From the stretch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ball 2. Montanez stands at first with 1 out. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Heading out towards shallow right. Sosa is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 18.
Set to get his day started, Brock Fernandez, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. It's the outside corner, strike one.
1-1.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And another foul ball.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Ready on 1-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 2-2.
We got full count.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right, so despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here. At the plate now, Cam Park. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 1-0. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
2 down, runners at first and second. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Dero. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Stepping in now, Gregory Navarro, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Into the basket, and it's gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. Second home run early in the year. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
At the plate, Austin Anthony.
The catcher,
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Grounded weakly to the left. Barehanded by Zobrist. Hats off to that one. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 4-0 New York. Patrick Goodman, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matty V. This guy here is a basic 3-pitch mix guy. Fastball, curveball, change, primarily fastball changeup guy. He'll use the curveball to effect, but one of the things he needs to do, locate his fastball to give himself a chance to use that good changeup and his curveball.
Now at the plate, Adam Greenberg. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Adam Greenberg.
Here's the pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Batting second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
So now to the plate, Pete Armstrong. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A 1-1. Hit toward the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting third.
Hey, looks like they might have something brewing right here. That's back-to-back base runners after a few runs were scored in the inning before, too.
Yeah, Dan, I have to imagine your team throws up a crooked number. You want to go out there and throw a donut up, but they are putting some guys on base. This could get interesting.
Sammy Sosa is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And it's fouled away. First and second here with nobody out. Hit hard back up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Buckner, runner in scoring position with two gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs one more out.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Rolled slowly to first. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. They're down 4-0. Into the box now, Ronald Casilla. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Shortstop, Ronald.
Here's the pitch.
Ball one.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike one. And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
You can bet they'd love ball four here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And the count will be full. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball four, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
The pitcher, Patrick Goodman, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. And did he square around? No, it's ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. That's a foul ball. Not a great at bat, and he's down on strikes for out number one.
The left fielder, number 7, Jose Rincon.
Next for the Mets, Jose Rincon. He flew out in his last at bat. From the stretch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. Runners on first with one down. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 1-1. Fouled off. grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bruno.
Striding in once again,
Montanez.
Bruno Montanez. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. From the stretch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch.
Nope.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, we're just in the second inning. Well, that command he normally has on his side just doesn't quite seem to be there. He's really fighting himself right now.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Mets lead it 4-0. The next Cub up, J.C. Embry, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Embry.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Now here's the pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
Hey, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Ben Zobrist will be next. Now here's a swing by Kipnis, and he connects on this one out to deep right field, and that'll hit off the ivy out there, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Striding in, Ben Zobrist. First pitch on its way. Lined but speared on a hop. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Set to get his day started, Jimmy Grimes, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Men on third with 2 down. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 2-2. Lifted the other way to left center. And he can't track it down. A base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, D-Roy. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. The 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
A runner on first with 2 away. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And the payoff pitch. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs. And now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Greenberg.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Greenberg. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Hey.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We've played 2 full. The Mets lead this one 4-1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Lenny Pruitt.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brock Fernandez. He reached on a single in his first try. Here it comes.
Nope.
Now the 1-0.
Nope.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Into the corner and slicing foul. Lined hard toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Ready for another chance? Cam Park. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Drilled down the line. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out.
Well, that's what he gets for trying to do too much. And instead of eating it and holding him on first, he panics a bit and sails the throw. Now he's got a man in scoring position and nobody to blame but himself.
In now, Gregory Navarro, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. The 0-1 delivery. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Mets strand 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Stepping into the box, Pete Armstrong. He singled his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2.
I got 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now a ball hit hard towards center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. And he is in there.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Into the box, Sammy Sosa. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. A runner at second, nobody out. 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch.
Inside, ball 3.
Ryan Buckner is on deck. Curveball, and he'll just watch this one. 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Here's the 3-1. Softly hit toward the hole. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 22.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ryan Buckner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run, but I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. From the belt, kicks and deals. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
1 out and a runner on third. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rincon has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Cubs are down quietly, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. At the plate, Austin Anthony.
Leading off to the net, the catcher, Austin Anthony.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Anthony is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove, but you walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear.
Here now the 2-2. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Ronald Garcia.
Standing in now, Ronald Garcia, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And oh, that gets him on the mound. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Into the box now, Patrick Goodman trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Number 7, Jose Rincon.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Julio Teheran answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Julio.
At the plate, Jose Rincon, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
This is worst case scenario for the pitcher. As the offensive player, man, smile on your face knowing you're sitting fastball right down the middle.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Kipnis back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the second baseman, Bruno Montañez. First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 6-1.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitches are being caught high velocity. Go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Lenny Pruitt is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Here's a look over to first. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
On, he pops it up. Right fielder coming on. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Ready now, J.C. Embry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Second baseman, J.C.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pruitt is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. Weekly hit towards first. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Brock Fernandez. Now here's the pitch.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Armstrong is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman, Cam Park.
So digging in now, Cam Park, 2 base hits, both singles to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. That's inside.
6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Count 3-0.
Now the pitch. 3-1.
Count 3-1.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Navarro.
Now at the plate, Gregory Navarro. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 6-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Jimmy Grimes, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rincon has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 49, Julio.
Freddie Santiago will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Freddie Santiago.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. All even now, 2-2. The pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Oh, and he misses it.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adam Greenberg. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball right back to the mound. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They trail 6-1. Willie Peralta takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 39, Willie Peralta.
Now at the plate, Austin Anthony.
The catcher, Austin Anthony.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
Ball two. Peralta, a 6'1" right-hander. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Ronald Casilla. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Patrick Goodman, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 home. This is popped up. Buckner has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Mets out in front, 6-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Pete Armstrong.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Line hard to the left side. Foul. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. The count now at 2-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Sammy Sosa, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball that's outside. Ball that's out.
1 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself. I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it. Took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Buckner, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. Navarro is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and digging in is the outfielder, Jose Rincon.
Jose Rincon.
First delivery to him on the way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Second home run early in the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Wow, you don't see this very often. There aren't very many pitchers that are good hitters, and sometimes you take a pitcher for granted. You just want to lay one in there. Mistake, because this guy just took him deep.
In now, Bruno Montañez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit in the air out to center field. Greenberg is there, and he has it for the first out.
The center fielder, number 4, Lenny Pruitt.
So striding in, Lenny Pruitt. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball in.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's upstairs.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Yeah.
3-1.
Count is 3-1.
The 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
So coming to the plate, Brock Fernandez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The third baseman, number 6, Cam Park.
Into the box now, Cam Park. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
Lays off 1-0. Has a look. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Get up and stretch. It's the Mets 7 and the Cubs 1. Alex Pena gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Alex Pena.
Last half of the 7th here, and stepping in as the veteran shortstop, J.C. Embry.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
1-2.
The count is 1-2.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis pulls this one into the air out into right field. Navarro is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball one.
Hard hit to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 7-1. Ready once again, Gregory Navarro.
The right fielder, Gregory Navarro.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Greenberg is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Anthony.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Anthony. Here comes the first pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Front door with the slider eclipsed the zone for a called strike. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Ronald Casilla. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. Taken, strike 1 on the inside corner. Runner at first here, 1 man out. One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. Now a move over to first, and the runner back in standing. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
The 2-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And they're not going to get him at third, so runners at second and third now with only one gone.
The pitcher.
Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Batty, you can't fold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Billy Palmer comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
And batting in the 7th spot, number 25, Billy Palmer. Now playing third base and batting 9, number 12, Nick.
Kevin Grant will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Kevin Grant.
And that misses, ball 1. The 1-0. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Runners are at second and third with one down. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 7, Jose Rincon.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Rincon. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Has a look, now the pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Palmer uses a split-finger fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working, and I'd imagine as a hitter it's always in the back of your mind. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They're on top 7-1. Andre Cuba is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 30, Andre Cuba.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Jimmy Grimes. Now here's the pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Pruitt is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And now a pitch on the way.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Now batting, center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Adam Greenberg. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First offering on its way. Ball 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter, Cuba, 23 years old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. 1-1 a fastball high. 2-1 now. Liner towards second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're down 7-1. All set to start the ninth in this one, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Bruno Montañez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
So now to the plate, Lenny Pruitt, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Grounded to the right. A dive. He's got it. One there. Not in time. Back to first, and they won't get them both, but they wouldn't have had any had it not been for an excellent play at first base.
Nice play by the first baseman right there on a dive, and have the wherewithal to get up and cut the lead runner down. Terrific play.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Brock Fernandez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the stretch. Runners on first with 1 down. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Fouled away. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 1-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Stepping in now, Cam Park, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. From the stretch. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out with the man at first. And it's fouled away. 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Mets leave one. They're on top 7-1. Joaquin Bruno
enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pete Armstrong is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot down the line. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Stepping in, Sammy Sosa. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
One out, nobody on. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 1-2. Hit hard to short. He's right there. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
Settling in now, Ryan Buckner. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out, and the Mets have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
7-1 the final today. The Metropolitans put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Patrick Goodman earns his first win of the season. Justin Steele struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score.